my bastards. Today I'm here with Shara.
Hello!
We're gonna do a quick unboxing video. So, don't tell him, but this is Bob's early Christmas present. It came in the mail yesterday. So we pre-opened it just to make sure all the pieces are in the box, but we ordered him a 2-gallon dog-safe water fountain. So the brand is Pet Safe. And we're not sponsored, but the brand is Pet Safe, so hopefully it's good. And let's get to the unboxing.
And the fountain itself is just like a gray plastic fountain.
So I don't think it's anything too fancy, but it'll get the job done because Bob's a drinker.
It makes it sound like he's an alcoholic.
When it comes to water, he could be compared.
Okay. This part is the flow control knob. So we're gonna unbox it and then put it together for you guys so you can learn how to do it with us. So this big piece here is the tower and the lid. So it comes already pre-put together for some parts. That is a connector tube side A and B, which goes into the filter housing top. This sounds very technical. But we're gonna start this. This is the adapter, which is 2-prong, which is very helpful for people like us who have a lot of outlets that are only 2. This is the pump. This is what will actually filter the water for him to drink. Don't know. I think
you can
it's
see the actual dish. It's a pretty big dish.
Yes. Okay. We're gonna start putting this together. So we have the foam filter. Okay, so this would go in this direction in this, based on the image. We have the round part pointing towards that. But, oh yeah, there's a square indicator here. Okay. I don't fully know how it goes, so we're just gonna put the parts together and then we'll put it inside, okay?
Okay.
So, this box just goes in the filter. This is the pump. You wanna hold that for me? This is the rubber seal. This is the filter housing top. And this is the filter, the carbon filter. So this will come with the bottom already attached and the filter inside. So I just need to get the filter out of the plastic. Can you help me? Thank you. Okay. And this little piece goes inside this hole in the pump. So it goes in like that. Okay. And then I believe the filter goes like this. And then we have no. Okay. Okay, so we have this piece all together. If you want to put the connector in the hole, I think it goes with the top, yeah, in there, yeah. And then that goes into this hole up here at the top. Oh, and I need to put this in also. Okay, so we'll put that all in that hole, and then this is the flow control knob that will go into the connector.
Oh, I checked that.
Yes.
Like that?
I assume so. Do they have step by step? Yes, they do. Remove the blue teardrop shaped stator for cleaning by pulling up on the small lip. What? Oh, rinse the carbon filter thoroughly under cold water. So we need to rinse that under cold water before we use it.
Okay.
So we will do that shortly.
Is that the spiky thing on the bottom? Yes.
No, it's inside the plastic above it.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you want me to pull that out and then go rinse it?
Yes, please.
Do I have to pull this apart?
Yeah.
Okay.
We will be right back after we have fully rinsed everything, and we will finish putting it together.
So we're back. We just rinsed off everything. So now we're gonna start assembling the dog fountain.
Yes, and it is very important once you rinse everything, make sure there is no soap left anywhere, because soap causes diarrhea, and you definitely do not want a pupper with diarrhea. That
Alright, so
does
this
not seem good.
this is the carbon filter, right?
Yes, that is, they can't see. That is the carbon filter.
Alright, so for blind people, when you're taking everything out of the box, the carbon filter kind of feels like a pillow on two sides, surrounded by plastic.
Yes, it will be in, it actually comes in a plastic bag, and it's inside this white plastic piece that is known as the filter housing top. So it comes clipped together like this, so it would be inside that.
Or if you have a Keurig, it feels similar to a Keurig filter.
Sorry, I clipped it together.
Sorry.
I just wasn't sure if there was a description for that. It is round and has a little hole at the top.
Yeah, so it has two little like feet on the bottom.
Yeah.
There's a hole, which I'm guessing there's a
Yes.
connector or something that goes there. I don't
That's
know.
a small hole that you put into the pump.
And then the big hole on the top that you put the A and B thingy in.
Yes, so those actually come together. The instructions will say connector side A and connector side B. Ours came together, so yours should come together.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, we're not at that part yet.
Oh, okay.
Also, when you go to wash your pump, you don't wash the whole pump. You take the pump apart. So there's a little blue part with holes in it that you take off. Not sure if you have a better description for that. It would
So
be,
it's like a rectangular piece.
yes, it would be on the side with only one suction cup on the bottom. There's an end with two suction cups and one suction cup. There's the end with one suction cup and the little hole. That's where the blue top is that you take it off. And you wash that blue top. And then inside will be a little blue, they describe it as a teardrop that you take out by, there's a little nub on it that you can remove it with. Did you drop it?
I believe so.
Okay, I'll find it. So that is what they describe as a teardrop.
Okay.
It's also this bright, like, aqua blue color, if any of you are blind but can see enough to see colors.
So visually impaired.
Yes, visually impaired. Yes, sorry.
So it kind of looks like, instead of a teardrop, it's kind of like a 9 where it's like the circle and then like you do the little hook at the bottom.
Yes. So on the bottom of the 9 is where there's a little nub that you can lift it up from. Yes, so it would be inside facing like this. And then if you feel the tail part, yeah, there's that little bump. Yes. So that, no, that's how you get it out from the pump.
Oh.
Yes. And then after you take that out, there's this little white, it kind of looks like a propeller. That is the impeller. So it is like a type of propeller, yeah. It is held in place with a magnet, a very strong magnet. So what you gotta do is you gotta pinch it and pull it out. I was not able to successfully do it because I don't have the finger strength, clearly, that Kyle has.
Yeah, so Shara described it as a propeller. I was gonna say like maybe like a fan.
Yeah, it's like a fan blade. So now we're gonna put this pump back together. Would you like to put the fan blade inside the little, there's a little, yeah, you feel that little pokey part? It goes inside that. The magnet should take it. And then the 9 goes in.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And then this lid goes on this way, I believe.
Is this the piece that I dropped?
Yes. It's fine. It doesn't even have anything on it, but a little dirt is not going to kill Sir Bob. Perfect. And you heard it click into place, which is great. So now everything has been cleaned. The first step is to insert the filter housing into the hole on top of the pump. So we need to, okay, so you already put together the filter housing, right?
Yeah.
So you put the small hole into the hole on the pump. So it's the side without the suction cups. Yes. So, I'm sorry, I'm describing the pump. The filter, no, you have both parts.
Okay.
So the filter housing is the piece that has the big hole on the top and the small hole on the bottom.
Yeah. Put the small hole there.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. And then we place the assembled pump and filter housing into the foam with the cord running above it. So it looks like, so there should be, yeah, so the blue part should be facing this flat wall and the round sided should be facing to the left of the blue part. So the way I handed it to you, it should be facing that way, yes.
Okay.
Did that make sense?
No.
Okay, let me try to show the camera. So, the blue filter that you took off should be on, there's 3 flat parts and 1 round part. You should have it so the blue filter is on one of the flat parts. If you have the blue filter facing towards your right side, towards you would be the round part, and then you have the flat side on the left and back side.
I just did things while they snap together.
Honestly, I don't think it matters what direction the filter is facing. I'm just trying to follow the best I can. Now you put this place the assembled pump, filter housing, and foam filter in the bottom of the bowl as shown. Press down to engage the suction cups. Note, wetting the suction cups will ease assembly. Okay, so they do recommend getting some water on the suction cups. Luckily, our everything is still a little bit wet. So, as shown means the round part needs to be facing towards the slope. Yes, towards the camera, but there's like a slope on the inside. Yes. So, do you feel there's a little outline for a box? That is where the pump will go. and you have, I have it pointed the right way for you, but you have the round part pointed towards that, and you need it in the box. Go to the right a little. I'm sorry, my right, your left. You're not in the box.
No.
It's in the, no, you're not in the box.
Not easy.
I get that.
That came out.
Okay. Hold on, let me see it. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's like securely in. There we go. Okay, so another way to describe this is the side with the two suction cups will be on the side pointing to the edge. So you have the two suction cups pointed to the right edge, I guess. I think that's where it goes. Do you want to push that down to get the suction cups to engage? Perfect. Okay. Once the pump is securely in place, feed the cord through the hole on the back of the bowl and out the notch on the bottom of the bowl. Okay, so there's a hole.
We gotta do this first.
Yes. I'm just not sure, because I see the notch at the bottom here, but I'm not sure where the hole is that they want it fed through. Oh, unless they mean, I'm sorry, I think they just mean this hole. It will have a twist tie on it, so I think the hole is on your, yes, right there.
So feed it through that.
Yes, so you feed it through that hole, and then on the bottom there's a little notch in the middle of the back. Down and to the left. Yes. So you want the cord going through that. And you want the cord all the way through. Because you want as little cord inside where the water's going to be as possible. Yes. Let's do this without breaking the cord though. There we go. I would probably recommend 2 people for this. I think 2 people is probably best.
Okay.
Now I'm trying to see, they must want us to do something with this. Probably clog the hole with this part. But I'll probably read that in the next step. Also, these steps are picture and text. I thought it was just going to be like IKEA, where they just do images. Remove the extra slack from the cord and push the rubber seal firmly into the hole. So the rubber seal is attached on the cord. So it's, yeah, onto this hole up here. So you just want to push that to seal it off so no water gets into the outlet. Yes.
Okay.
It's a little crooked. Let me fix it. Okay, I think we need a little bit more slack than that to do this. Okay, I got it. I pulled up some slack. Okay, and then it popped in place. Did you hear that noise?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you know you've done it, and now you can pull the slack back out. Okay, so that was step 9. The next step is to open the connector tube by using the tabs to pull it apart. Rinse both sides underwater. We've already rinsed them, but now we need to separate them. Okay, so on the connector tube, where it has the, so you have a tube going downwards at an angle, and then you have a tube going the other direction. Towards the tube in the other direction, there'll be 2 tabs that you need to pull. Yes. No. You need to pull them apart. So you see how they're, yes. Perfect. You're doing it. Might be hard because it's wet. Oh, hold on. It's just saying to pull it apart to clean it. We've already done that step. Close the connector tubes by aligning the clips from the bottom and pressing down until it snaps shut. So you're fine. Okay. You didn't need to pull it open. We've already cleaned it. It's all good. Now, insert the connector tube into the hole on the top of the filter housing as shown. So the small tube, you put it into the filter, the top hole, with it pointing, with the big curved tube pointing, nope, the small one.
This is small.
I meant the shorter one.
This one?
Yes. Opposite direction. You're upside down. You're upside down.
This is thick. This is the thickest one.
Yeah, but I meant like in lengthwise, it's smaller than the curved one.
Oh.
So you want the curved one pointed inside, because that's going to be the thing putting the water in. So the water's going to go into this filter, get sucked up into this tube, and then come out the big curved tube. So you want that inside, and then attach the tower by lining it with the raised notches on the back of the bowl. Okay, so you put, one of the notches is the one that has the hole. So there's a notch on both sides.
So the notch where the plug is?
Yes, so there's a notch where the plug is, and then there's a notch on the other side. You want the tower to go into that. You want the side with the vent to be facing into the bowl. There you go. And the hole is where you put the connector in, which I've had you already do.
Okay, like that.
I guess. There we go. On the back of the incline, there's a little notch to hold the tower in place if you want to feel it. So, yeah, so on the back of the incline, for the flat side, down at the bottom, there's a little notch. When that snaps into place there, that's how you know it's on correctly.
Okay.
So, we have gotten it. Next, oh, you already grabbed the control knob. How would you describe that one?
The top of it looks like a mouthpiece to a whistle.
That's actually the bottom.
Okay, the bottom piece looks like a mouthpiece to a whistle.
That kind of reminds me of a duckbill, where it's like open.
Yeah.
That's like the lever part where it controls the water flow.
Okay, so you don't have to actually do it, push it down though.
No, you just put it in the hole on the top of the tower that you have the connector tube in. So insert the control flow knob, insert the flow control knob into the hole on the top of the tower. Turn the knob to maximize, decrease, or shut off the water stream. Water will not flow from the spout if the flow control is on the lowest setting or if it is not installed. It needs to go in though.
All the way in?
Yeah.
Oh.
There we go. So I'm not sure what direction is the highest versus the lowest. Oh, there is an image on it. Okay, so I have it set to the highest. On the tower itself will show you what direction to put it in. So if you want to feel the inside of the tower, it's on the to your right side. Do you feel that little indent?
Line?
Yes, so that line gets thicker on the biggest side and smaller on the side that turns it off. So
I don't feel a line on this side.
no, it's not on that side. It's only on the right. Because you can only turn it on that right side. So you feel how it's big back there?
Yeah.
So if you have it pointed to the back of the fountain, that is the biggest side. If you have it pointed towards the front, where there's a little spout for the water to come out, that's the smallest side. That will keep the water from coming out. You have turned it off. So you might want to set it all the way to the back and see if you like that water level. You would call this part a spout, right?
This?
Go forward. That little divot there.
Yeah, it's kind of like a spout on like a pitcher.
Yes, so that is where the water will be coming out of. Now we need to attach the lid. And then I can visually see the pet safe, so I believe the pet safe will be facing towards the inside. I'm not sure how else you would know, because I think it is the same both ways, so it doesn't really matter. And then there's little holes in the tower that it connects into. I think you've done that perfect. And that's it. We just need to plug the cord into it and make sure it runs.
That was pretty easy.
So when you plug it in, this part is more for like visual, but you plug it in to make sure there's no silver showing. So I think the best way would be to feel that it's just the rubber on the rubber, because the silver is metal. So you plug it in until it's the rubber touching the rubber. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you want to try to, I have the other cord in my hand. This is the cord for the pump, and that in your right hand is the cord for the outlet.
Okay.
There. I mean, it won't go any further than that, so if you're not sure about my instructions, just go until it doesn't anymore.
Yep.
And you do not need to apply force.
Yep. This was very easy to put together. So easy that even a blind man can do it.
It does have instructions for the amount of water. It needs to be at least 1 inch of water in, this is the base.
So it has to be 1 inch of water at least for it to start flowing.
Yes, so you
Okay.
always need to have at least 1 inch of water in it for the pump to be able to pick it up. But yeah, and that's everything. So if you guys need any further instructions, if you put it together yourself, please feel free to comment and we can try to elaborate on it. And please let me know if there's anything that I described confusingly. I believe we described every part, or I tried to at least. I mean, the lid is just, the lid comes on it, so you have to take the lid off the tower to be able to wash it. And it just, you put your hand in the spout and lift up. It's really easy to take off. And you'll hear it click in place when it's in place.
Yeah, everything makes a clicking noise when it gets put together, so it's really easy to know if it connects or not.
I don't think there's anything that we're missing. Oh, I don't think I described the foam filter very well. It feels like a rough sponge.
It feels like a wreath, a Christmas wreath.
Yeah.
But it's square.
Yes. Well, yeah. So there's 3 flat sides and then there's 1 round side.
Yeah, so it pretty much just feels like a foam Christmas wreath. It's very spiky.
Yes.
And it fits around like the power source.
And when you put it in, you want the round side facing towards the front of the fountain.
And in the future, we definitely plan to make an update video. We'll let you know how Bob likes it.
Yes.
And if your dog enjoys drinking water, we definitely recommend a water fountain because it'll save us a lot on time filling up Bob's water bowl.
It also does help promote them to drink more water. Dogs do tend to be willing to drink water, but if you have cats, they hate still water. A lot of cats are like people with ADHD. They just don't like drinking water. They either forget to drink it or it just doesn't interest them. So cats will literally rather dehydrate than drink still water. So a water fountain actually does promote them to drink water. They love running water. We have a fountain, my parents have a fountain in their house, and we got it to help the cats and our house dog to drink more water, and it works really well. All the pets don't mind sharing it. But if you have a cat or a dog, because some dogs also don't like drinking water, that you've noticed are typically like they don't like drinking water unless you're actively pouring it, a fountain will help. It will help promote them to drink water, and you won't have to worry about it being low because it holds a lot.
Yeah, so this is the 2-gallon one. They had different other options. They had 1 gallon, you can get a half gallon.
Yes.
And there are other brands of dog water fountains that have different levels of water. Like I've seen like 100 ounces of water, which is not exactly 1 gallon, but it's close. So
Yes, like the half gallon would be perfect for a cat. They don't need something this big. But something this big is good. Like if you have multiple pets, like this would be good if you have multiple dogs. If you just have one big dog, the 1 gallon would probably work, but the 2 gallons is good because you don't have to check the water level every day. Like if you're blind, you would probably check it by feeling where the water is, I'm assuming.
Yeah, most likely I'd stick my finger in to feel like where the water level is at.
Normally, I don't know about this one, but normally when the water gets too low, it will make a noise to indicate that it's struggling picking up the water. That would tell you that you need to refill it also.
So yeah, stay tuned to the channel. We'll make an update video soon, letting you know how Bob likes it. And if Bob says yes, then he tells you to get one for your pets as well. Alright, we'll see you in the next one. Blind Bastard out.
Bye!